So, it has been a long time for me since I got back to this Let's Play. In fact, it's no longer a blind Let's Play because after several things happened, I actually went through and beat the entire game myself. It is, like I thought, a fairly straightforward game. The battles, in fact, except for a handful of exceptions, offer absolutely no new story content. There's not much strategy to it, it's just a matter of your skill with pointing and clicking the right thing. So, now that I've gone back to this Let's Play, I have reset my level and increased the difficulty as high as I can put it for now. I do still have my in-game equipment, so at least initially the game will still be on Easy Street, but we'll see how it goes. There's not much point into keeping the combat anyway, so I'll just be primarily focusing on going through the story segments. But let's see how it goes. Don't skip. This looks like the perfect spot for a rest for the evening. I hope I can find Princess Latia soon. Last! Ah, Princess Latia. I'd like to thank you for always accepting and taking care of Mother's requests. It makes me happy to know that I can be of some service. You know there's no need to be so humble around me. Mother is grateful to you, as am I. Also, I would like for you to accept these. Oh, they're so heavy. I had an artisan in the town craft them. I heard that you spend an awful lot of time alone in the wilderness at night, and I thought it might be of some use to you then. Thank you. I'll take good care of them. Promise you'll tell me about your adventures when you come back. Princess Latia. It's not far to the next village. Huh? Evening. My name is Marin. Marin? Lightning Marin? Oh, the almighty swordsman knows about little me? I'm honored. You won't stand a chance against Lady Marin. Surround him, ensure he can't escape. At once! Don't worry, Lest. I'll be keeping you company for the night. Do be gentle with me. And it's over. Special reward for clearing on hard mode. Absolute authority. Reduce H attack damage by 30%, but they won't. Okay. Warrior in training. I was facing off against a female warrior recently, but all of a sudden, she took off her breastplate and started advancing towards me suggestively. I was so shocked I couldn't move. Once you start doubting yourself, the battle is over. I wish they would have told me about this during my training. Hold on. Like shops, each town has different subquests that can only be completed there. Maybe I should go take a request. Lightly armored soldier. Using withdrawal during battle will return you to the last town you visited. You'll also keep any money or EXP gained, so there's little downside to escaping a losing battle. But I always seem to retreat before I've even started anything. Counterattacks are strong, but the rules of combat still apply. You'll need energy and need to consider your weapon range. If you flail away at your enemy and don't have enough energy, then you can't counter. That's why it's important to plan your attacks and guard appropriately so you can counter when you need to. Regular customer. Hey, it's you. Did you ever get around to exploring that cave I mentioned? You did? And it really was a weapon there? Ha, guess the rumors were true after all. I wanted to go see for myself, but, well, take good care of it anyway. Yeah, in the first playthrough, he tells you about the cave. Damage you take during ancient attacks will bypass your defense. No amount of training can help you overcome an attack like that. It's unfair. Weathered man. I've nothing else for you. Okay. All the important story stuff will repeat. It's just some of the information gathering related to subquests won't. Speaking of subquests, we're in this town. Alright. Counterattack. We're making surprise. Summary. How can you embarrass me like that? This time I'll bring even more troops and show you what we can do. Repel the female soldiers. No way! This is way beyond anything we can handle! Alright. A locked door. So, some of these quests, you obtain new abilities after defeating them. This one allows you to unlock a door, which is actually required to progress the story. So I wanted to organize this old storage room that's been unattended for a long time, but no matter how hard I try, I can't open the door. So I was wondering if the almighty swordsman might give it a shot. And to be fair, when I accepted this quest, I thought he was just going to break down the door. This is the place. Sorry for burdening you with this and all, but the lock is so old, I can barely get the key to turn. If you get it open, you can take whatever, just a juicy looking item that you see. Why am I even doing this? You got the key, just open it yourself. I'm here now, so I guess I'll give it a shot. But if the key doesn't work, then I'll need to improvise. A wire! How resourceful you are, oh almighty swordsman! Regardless, it's fairly straightforward. Gah. I might be able to do this. As expected of the almighty swordsman. I get the feeling that it's almost open. That's the spirit! It's open! Oh, wonderful! You really are reliable. Counterattack 10 Amazonian witches. Fine, I'll admit that you're good, but only if you treat me to dinner. Alright, 15 hits. Achieve 15 hits. Do it without taking a single blow. Well, that'll be easy. Order of victory. This is only my opinion, but I believe there is a set order or priority in which you should target enemies. So I want you to follow that order and defeat them. Heh. Let's start applying my theory in a live battle and see if it proves true. Defeat the enemies in the order that I specify. Very good. Though there wasn't much point to it in the end. Huh? Oh, just talking to myself. I appreciate your help, brave warrior. Here, your reward. Power unleashed. Defeat all enemies. Quest requirements. Have Hate Slayer weapon included. Oh, this one isn't here yet. That's referencing the tower. So this is an in-game quest. Alright. It used to be special visitors, grand finale. Alright. This one I'll actually do because you can use this to keep resetting your level to 1. Now, you might not think that's useful, but with an item that gives you 50 times EXP, and that your stats continue to grow as you reset, then, yeah, it can break the game pretty easily. So we're going to go ahead and do it. Let's sell your body for work. My cat decided to join me. Give me a second. Services for a price. Accept this quest. Clearing this quest will reset your level to 1. You'll keep all items, money, and equipment. However, if you simply want to clear a quest without resetting your level, choose now. Start a quest and reset level. Don't skip. Welcome, welcome. Let's get straight to business, shall we? Since you're here, I'm sure you know that you're going to be selling your body. Though, I'm rather surprised to see you, of all people, entering this line of work. I guess even the almighty warrior has many troubles, eh? There's lots of women lined up waiting, and so few workers, so off you go. Okay. By the way, it seems like in this world there's like an abundance of women and very few men. Okay. That's the spirit. Your client will be waiting at room 2 of the inn located in the western part of town. Knock on the door 3 times. This is the inn she mentioned. Tap, tap, tap. Come in. Oh. The almighty warrior? What are you doing here? Wait. You can't be serious. This guy? That's me. To think we would meet here, of all places. Well, aren't you going to introduce yourself? Pleased to meet you. My name is Les. For the rest of the day, you can use me however you want to. Let's not skip the event. This is a good one. Here's your pay. Huh? You're paying him before anything's happened? Right. This is your first time, isn't it, Lady Marin? Here you go, Les. Received 100 gold. Selling yourself for such low prices. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. That's barely enough for a healing potion. This is only enough to cover one of you. You need to read what job offers you accept. The place you agreed to work for is a flat fee, no matter how many people are involved. Or is this your first time working here? Oh, this is the first time for both of us, then. Now you can take revenge on him. Teach him what it feels like to be humiliated. Being able to do whatever I want to the almighty swordsman, All for 100 gold. With excitement in her voice, a sly smirk formed on her face as she looks at Lest. The other two advance towards him. Don't keep us waiting. Huh? What are you staying around for? Take our clothes off. What? You heard her. Come and strip us. Her slightly aggressive tone left him no choice. Les attempted to remove their armor and clothes, but their armor, being unfamiliar to Les, made it difficult to unfasten. Squinting and biting his lip, he continued to reach around behind them, attempting to find a way to unfasten her armor. The sound of an impatient foot tapping against the floor only made it harder to concentrate. Jeez, you're starting to annoy me. He quickly backs off, leaving them unsatisfied with his performance. But it's fine. You're the only one here who needs to be naked. Oh, you're right. We get what we want, but you won't get to see a thing. Not wanting to argue, Les strips. Much better. Three smirked while looking up and down his body. Nothing has happened and you're already showing off? Shameful behavior. Despite the humiliating circumstances, the thought of being alone in a room with three overly enthusiastic women made it difficult to resist getting hard. But this torture was far from over. The three continued to swap until dawn. That was fun. You should come again sometime. Bye. Satisfied with demonstrating their superiority over him, they kicked Lest out and watched out the window as he staggered back home, naked and defeated. And we cleared the quest.